I just want to raise a really important issue. So the suicide rate for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander persons between the age of 15 and 34 in 2017 was 47.2 per 100,000 people. And that's 3 times the amount for non-Indigenous Australians. This year alone, in the first 3 months, we had 35 Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander persons take their life, with 3 of those people being 12-year-old children. I know the panel are probably aware of these statistics, and the government has announced money being invested into suicide prevention initiatives. But I want to know, how does the Uluru Statement of the Heart help us as a society to overcome the impact of colonisation, intergenerational trauma and centuries of oppression, and in a way that truly represents the 500 plus nations of this land?
Pat Turner.
Well, I think, it's an issue that we grapple with every day, and, you've mentioned the causes, or some of them, in terms of intergenerational trauma, which is a major, major concern, and which we've called upon the government to respond. So these things take so long because, government still talks about consultations with us, whereas we talk about the right to negotiate and the right to have action and the resources provided to our Aboriginal community-controlled organisations, because we deliver a much more effective and better service. So getting governments to change is not easy, but that's one of the objectives that we have in closing the gap and the partnership agreement that we have there.
How would this be impacted if the Uluru Statement from the Heart was adopted by government in its entirety? Because that's really the question that was being asked.
It would be impacted because there would be constant information flow through the voice to the Parliament to ensure that the Parliament was kept fully aware of what progress was being made. So, when you have the instruments in place to utilise, you utilise them. What we haven't been able to get through to within the Australian system is to take our rightful place in terms of our own cultural governance arrangements and to be fully self-determining communities, which is what we all want to do. Even, in terms of the things that Jacinta is referring to in terms of local communities making their own decisions. Well, in order for you to do that, and in order for you to exercise your full self-determination, you have to have resources. And that's what we want governments to put our way and let us do the service delivery and the business and run our communities, not by a shire that's foreign, but according to our own cultural ways. We survived here for 60,000 years before the last 200, and we've been devastated more in the last 200 plus than the 60,000 years before that. So it took a long time to evolve our systems of governance, and in many places they're still strong, and we want to revive them, and we want to have the right to share the power and to make the decisions about the future of our people in our own country.
Let me put that to...